In this video, we shot Kodak Portra 400, Kodak Portra 160 with the Canon EOS 1V using off-camera flash in high-speed sync mode. All right, first of all, this is gonna be a little bit different. I shot color film, which I don't shoot a lot of, but after doing this, I have a feeling that I'm going to be shooting quite a bit more. You know, normally I shoot black and white film. That's just kind of been my thing, but I've had this film and I have some 120 that I want to shoot as well. So, you know, I'm going into kind of my heavy portrait season. So, you know, we had some really cool photo shoots coming up, and so we incorporated this in there. So I'm really gonna start doing more portrait and color film work on this channel as well. But don't worry, I'm still gonna be doing a lot of darkroom stuff, and I have some really cool stuff planned in the future. This is something that I've kind of wanted to do for a little while now, and I wasn't really sure if it would work. I do love, this is the Canon EOS 1V with the 50mm 1.2 lens, probably my favorite lens, probably my favorite camera, but I have about as many favorite cameras as I have favorite darkroom papers, and that's quite a few. But this camera is amazing, and I really wanted to shoot some Portra film using high-speed sync off-camera flash during the day. And like I said, I wasn't sure if it would work or not. I used Godox, or it's actually the Flashpoint version, AD600, and it does have the high-speed sync on it. And then for the trigger, I used a Flashpoint R2 Pro 2, the Canon version. And it worked really well. The film, you know, everything, the film took the light really well. So I was really happy. So we did some behind the scenes video from the photo shoot, and I just wanna kind of show you the results I got. So I shot some with high speed sync. I shot some with an ND filter to take the sync speed down below 200, because like I said, I wasn't really sure that this was even gonna work with the Canon. The only reference to high speed sync I could find for the 1V was using like a 580EX2, which I do have that flash, but I didn't want to use on-camera flash on the flash. So I know you can do it that way. I wasn't really sure if it would work with an aftermarket flash. I kind of assumed it would, because if it would work with, you know, Canon's flashes, the signals and everything should be the same. But I was a little worried that it wouldn't. So anyway, I also used some ND filters to kick the shutter speed down below 200th of a second. And then I also shot some natural light images. And so I'm just gonna jump in and show you the behind the scenes. And I have the images back. I did some edits on them. I'll throw those up, and yeah, let's just get right into the video. I'm shooting Portra 160. I'm gonna try and use high-speed sync on this. I've never tried it, but we're gonna kind of use the settings on the R5, use the settings on the R5 and transfer them over to the 1V with the Portra shot at ISO 100 and give that a shot and see what we get. So I'm at 2,000th of a second. Flash power is 1/16 plus a 7. Scoot this way just a little, right there. That's perfect. Perfect, right there. Chin this way. Look down for a sec. And cut your eyes right here. Oh, that was good. There's that gust of wind. There it is. Perfect. Let's go a little more dramatic. Let's have you like kick a heel. We'll just use the same spot because I'm kind of loving it. And then I'm gonna have you kind of like lean out and look out that way. Side. Then let it go, let it go, let it go. Drop to the pocket. Chin this way just a little. Chin down. Deep breath out through your mouth. We're gonna have you lean back again. Yeah, that's perfect. Chin up just a little. Forehead. Yeah, and then I just want you to kind of go through your hair and move it around, in and out. Right there, perfect. Now look out the alleyway a little bit.
think I want to shoot a little bit of natural light. I mean, we got some beautiful light coming in, so that's, we're gonna tear this down for a second. I want to switch to the 50 and just get a little bit of movement, like you popping that jacket on and off, and we're gonna see what we can get with this more in the background. And let me get my focus down. Oh, well, it's game off. Yeah, right there, perfect. Yep. Then just look down for a sec. Then deep breath, touch your eyes here. Walk this way a little bit, look down. And we're out of film. So I'm gonna shoot, I don't have any more Portra 160, so I'm gonna shoot Portra 400. Now I'm just using natural light. And what I'm gonna do is shoot this Portra 400 at ISO 200. Yeah, really kind of kick those elbows back, chin up, look that way. And look here, look like this way, a little breath that come up. And you go just a little right there, right there. Now we're gonna shoot with a 70 to 200 with the strobe again, and I'm gonna use as much compression as I can down this alleyway, lit up, and we're gonna see how that looks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the ND filters to keep the strobe down below 200th of a second. Should give me more power here. So, let's see, I've got a 6 to 9 stop ND filter and a 2 to 5. I think I'm gonna try the 2 to 5. And put it all the way at 5, probably. Wow, that's dirty. And go down to 200th. And stop. Keep going. Wait, no, we gotta back up. Gotta get you out of the sun. Keep going, right there. And scoot that way, right in the center line there. Let's roll both sleeves up in the pocket. Quarter second, 200, 2.8, ISO 200, same thing, a little over 3, right there. My only concern is that the ND filter on, it's really dark, so it might be having a hard time, I don't know. It seems like it's grabbing focus. .250th of a second. I'll bring this around a little bit more. I'm not used to working with these long lenses. I forget I can bring those lights in pretty close, so let's just pop the coat up there we go, right there. Tilt the head. Alright, so let's just go to the pockets again. Keep it on, yeah, right there, and then look down a little bit to over the shoulder. So look straight down there, right there, right there.
I'm really kind of torn between the Portra 160 and the Portra 400. I'm leaning, I think I like the colors on the Portra 400 a little bit better, but I really need to shoot more. My favorite image was with this lens, the 50mm 1.2. It's the EF version, the L. Again, this is probably my favorite lens for just all around portrait work, I think, but I have a lot of favorite lenses. It's a real problem. And my favorite image taken with this exact setup was the one with where it was just backlit, natural light, so I wasn't using any flash, no reflector. There was some light, bouncing in off the back wall. But I love the way the sun flare came in, and it just looks, it's just my favorite picture by far. But the other results, I loved them. I got just regular scans back from a lab, and I went through and just did dodging and burning on them. I did a little bit, I added some contrast, but I didn't do any major tweaks really. I mostly just dodged and burned and to clean up the skin a little bit. And yeah, I'm really happy with the results, and I hope you found this video interesting. I don't know if there's a lot of other stuff using film and high-speed sync out there. I didn't really look. The other thing I want to say is I did intend to meter with this camera for the flash and just use TTL. So I was gonna just underexpose by like 2 stops, maybe 1 stop sometimes, and then use TTL with the flash. However, the AD600 that I purchased, I didn't buy the TTL version because I never used TTL. So what I had to do is just set things up with my digital camera for the flash and then just transfer the settings over to the EOS 1B. So it was kind of cumbersome, but it worked really good. With that, with the high-speed sync, I do plan on doing the same thing with my Hasselblad and the same, I think I'm just gonna use, I might have to use the Portra 160. I'm sure I could probably shoot the Portra 400 at 100, but because with the Hasselblad, I know I can sync it up to 500th of a second, so it will give me more flexibility. So maybe I'll just do it later in the day, not when it's so bright. But anyway, I'm looking forward to do that. And if you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below, hit the thumbs up, and I look forward to making some more videos using color film, black and white, and darker mark. So take care.